my big pile of random. Put you over here, maybe. Why do I have that song in my head? I got the Pirates of the Caribbean song in my head. Okay. Zoom out a little bit. This is a lot of stuff. Am I gonna? Oh, I'm gonna punch it. There's no point in them being up there. At least not right now. Let's put this down here. Let's put these over here. Make sure that is on. There, that is on. Okay. Hello, everybody. Oh, now that arm's in the way. Man, I can't catch a break tonight. Do that. We'll put that there. Hey Nate, how you doing? Hello, Print 4 Gaming. Yeah, doing pretty well. I spent all day out in a plow truck today. Well, I wouldn't say plow. I spent all day moving snow between plowing, snow blowing, shoveling, snow shoveling most of it. Then you can't make everybody happy regardless. Freezing my chestnuts off. Yeah. So tonight, I'm just gonna be doing some basing because I would say I kind of screwed up, but I made a whole Dow army, and I just painted it. So I just finished it. So tonight we're gonna be working on the bases. Plus that guy up there, he's got a story to him. We were going to be doing some Dark Elves tonight for the next fantasy army, but first, my printer's screwing up again. This time, it's because of temperature. Hey, Param, how you doing? And these were supposed to be done by now. This whole army was supposed to be printed, but it was screwing up. Listen, if I lived there, I'm used to it, but I live in the South where it's never supposed to be single digits. Right. Got an unexpected day off, spent the day painting terrain. Awesome. So yeah, these were supposed to be Dark Elves, and these were from the same guy who did the porks. My pig orcs. But I don't know, I printed this unit of Dark Elves, and I wasn't happy with it. So this is for the first time in a long time. Like, these are going to go into my overrun bin for somebody someday to maybe win in a contest. But yeah, I'm going to take these in a much darker direction. And by darker, I mean I'm going to be using some Beastera miniatures for this. We're going real dark with them. It's going to be black elves by the time I'm done with it. Because it's been a while since I've done some weird stuff. And I feel like being weird this week. And green, very green. Yeah, these were made to be... I painted these just like my last Dow army. Because I still got that out in the garage. So with this, oh god, with this, it means I got like 6,000 points Dow. Oh, how did that happen? So my last Dow army was made to be stealthy, so they're all done in camouflage. So I figured I'd do these guys in camouflage too. A little different, a little bit brighter. Just to, denote the differences between them. Yeah. You act like fully painted armies just appear in your collection, like a lost kitten in the parking lot. Yeah, that's the cat distribution system. Apparently, I think I have the army distribution system. What can I say? Yeah, like these Dow. I got done printing these on Friday, or actually Thursday, and then I sat down. And I was like, okay, I'll do the dry brushing. I'll do the prime coating to them, and then just kept going. So how were the exploding trees? Oh, they were wonderful. They were wonderful, and you put some paint on bugs today. Awesome. I didn't have any trees explode, thank goodness. Mostly because if my trees explode, that's going to be bad. There's so many trees packed into everywhere, but mostly it was me not being able to sleep, staying up all night staring at my phone, waiting for people to call me because their pipes froze. And that's a different kind of exploding when that happens. Hope that didn't end up. It was just a lot of sleepless nights. I've been able to prep stuff for the winter this year. My first year at the place I'm at now, it was a little rough, but I was able to over the course of the year get insulation where it needed to be. You were dealing with a few thousand boxes of something, something. Oh well, I'm sure the something somethings will be happy to get the something somethings. Excellent. So yeah, but I've had people. I remember back in the day, I used to not put rims on my bases, and I would get chastised for it. Like they're not done. So here, look, I'm finishing the bases, or at least this part. We're gonna put some flock and some dirt and some stuff on there. We just had the 20 to 24 inches of snow to deal with. Yeah, it was a rough weekend for everybody. Put up a pic of a put up a pic of a model on Discord. Someone thought it was AI generated. I wouldn't know how to do that. You know, I've I put something up on Reddit. I forgot what it was, but it was a long while ago, and someone said they thought it was AI generated. I was like, no, I promise. I painted this, whatever it was. I don't remember. It's one of those, you just kind of laugh at it and go, haha, sure. I'm all snowed in. So you've been working on terrain? Excellent. Excellent. I have to get my FDM printer to agree with me on things, because I got that new deal with Corvus Terrain. You know, by the way, you check out the description down below. Put that code in, you get 15% off of his store, and that's his store. It's not on my mini factory. If you're trying that, yeah. Stay up there. Where are you going? Yeah, he's got some cool stuff. I'm trying to do his cyberpunk stuff. You seem to have trouble with that a lot. Yeah, I mean, like my resin printer, I understand resin printing. My FDM printer, it's actually over there in pieces. I don't know why. Most people think the FDM printers are the easy ones. I'm the opposite. Probably because I started with resin, so it's like my brain defaults to what needs to happen on those. That or I'm just self sabotaging. I can never tell. But in case anyone was wondering, these Dow models are from Piper Makes. Part of her, she's calling them the Fishman line now. I think these are gobies. Maybe. I don't. There's some name of a fish. Level plate and painter's tape on the build plate. Yeah. Get the Centauri carbon. It's plug and play. My flash, my Flash Forge adventure. I've had no issues out of. It's see. I don't know what kind of outfit you think we're running here, but I can't just go buy another printer. Well, okay. I could just go buy another printer, but it's one of those. I would feel bad doing it. It's just I was raised cheap, so every time I got to buy something that's over like $50, I just go. Ugh. Every time I pull the card out, like, oh man, can I live without it? Also, someone said it to me before, but they saw me working with my equipment. They say I treat all of my equipment like it's a old Soviet factory piece. I just beat stuff until it works. Just mention it on stream and maybe they'll send you one. Hey, if there's anybody out there that makes 3D printers, send me a printer and I will advertise the crap out of it for you. A big YouTube star like me. Oh, okay, sure. I make enough off of YouTube to get me like a monster in every morning. That yeah, that math works out. That's about all it does. But I did make an Amazon order. I got another 4 kilos of resin, and then I have the Elegoo resin printer heater coming because that was the last problem. The problem I'm having now is that it's just so cold down here. Of course, by the time it gets here, it'll probably be warmed up again. I won't have to worry about a heater, but hey, for next time. You should do a printing video. Too bad you can't get a license from OPR to sell your armies. Yeah, I know, right? Nah, I understand it. It's one of those. You know, it's just one of those things. So what do we got to talk about? What is going on in honestly? What is going on in the world of OPR and miniature stuff in the last week, man? I have been so buried under snow. I'm not even sure. It's still January, right? Sure you already said, but what models are those? And greetings. These are going to be used for the Dow Army, and these are from Piper Makes, part of her Fishman line, or fish bots. I'm in Southwest Michigan. I tried the heater in mine in the garage. It might be okay once the temp is back in the 30s. Ooh, Straticos. We might message me on Discord if you're in. Oh wait, Southwest. I thought you said Southeast. I'm in Southeast Michigan, right? Yes. And where I have the FDM printer, it has a spot right next to the resin one. So yeah, it's down here too. Are there any drafts? No, there's no drafts down here. Okay, let's just plow through these. Rimming of the bases, I'm sure it makes for riveting YouTube content. We a little more water to that. There we go. Spoosh, spoosh. Ah, no further away than I'm to you, maybe closer. Yeah, well, I mean, you're the crazy one that drives up here from Ohio for tournaments. Okay, buddy, you're gonna just sit right there, right. Oh my God, stop falling. Oh, there. I'll get you in a minute. That big bug is like, you will pay attention to me. Oh, okay, yeah, Indy. So I forgot you're from even further away. You're 6 hour drive for you to get up here. Yeah. Well, I have already requested the time off for the different conventions this year, so I am going to be going to Gen Con this year. So that's your backyard. Hey, tabletop date night, how you doing? Yes, Gen Con, I say. I was gonna be talking to you about that. I've already requested the time off, unlike last year, where it kind of snuck up on me. I go to Lansing and Jackson to game fairly often. Yeah, 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 yep, yep. I haven't done any gaming in Lansing. The furthest I've gone is I went to Howell, and then I went to I forgot the name of it, but it was one of the suburbs of Detroit, and I hung out with all the Rangers down there. They got two or three, and then there's me right in the middle, and then there's those guys up in the Muskegon area. Like, how did I end up being the one? Gen Con is in Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I said, isn't too far then. Still don't know if we can make it to that con this year, but we would like to meet you guys and say hi. I'd like to meet you too and say hi. You and your lovely wife. And we'll have to play some games. I am, well, I've, I've, I'm going to be bringing stuff to play. Um, Probably after hours because I'm going to be working with the OPR guys to do all their stuff during the day and then running the tournament or helping run the tournament. I do have a champion though who is showing up and fighting for the honor of my dojo. So we'll see what happens with that. So did you hear about the Trench Crusade problems? Are we still talking about the like the bad prints or the bad STL files and how they've just screwed over all of the other 3D designers? Or are there new developments? Hiring an AI law firm to go after uh, copyright violations for something that they said that they were going to allow in the beginning, and then just went up. Oh, yeah, we're kidding, guys. They're fixing the STLs. Okay, well, that's good. That's step one. Honestly, it should have been real easy to fix. I have some of their. I have some of their STL files that I printed since that were that I printed before they fixed them. Nothing's happened with mine yet, so we will see. I'll have to monitor that. Oh yeah, the whole we support 3D. Yes, where they screwed over the designers. We support 3D printing. Wait, not like that. You can use us as like an open license to print whatever or to design whatever you want. Oh wait, psych. We're gonna let 3D modelers do stuff, or we're gonna focus on STLs. Oh wait, psych. Yeah. I had friends who did. I had friends who did, and then of course they don't have printers. Nobody in my group had printers yet when the Kickstarter was out. So of course they all came to me to print their stuff. And let's just say I printed a little extra. And then I also found other designers who had stuff that was close. I'm always for more popular games in the space. We need more options out there. Yeah. Oh yeah, we need more options. But just the way Trans Crusade did it, man. Little. If I don't know, like legally, yes, they have the right to do all this, but it just feels dirty. Okay. Oh, Uncle Adam. What does Uncle Adam do? Is it called Space Weirdos, or something with wizards? Yo, those look awesome. Thank you, Vermin. Okay, now while these are drying, let's let's move on to the elephant in the room that you guys saw at the beginning of the stream, or let's just say the hive titan in the corner over there. Oh, Death Wizards. That's what it is. Bam, bum bum bum. I got to do the base on this guy because he's in my list for this week. God, I can't. Where's the camera going? Ugh. You can go there. Maybe stay. There we go. Yeah, I've had 3D. Okay, let's go. 3D printing is the only reason we got into gaming. Gonna avoid Trench Crusade, I think. Okay. Holy shit, that is a brick of resin. Yeah. So we could use all the titans you can bring. Oh, you see? Ooh. Move the camera for a second. I'm working on that eventually. That's coming. That's why you have to order another thing of resin. Yeah, I printed this a long while ago. When I was still doing 40K. I printed 3 of these and about 17 Carnifexes. And, yeah, because I made an army that was just silly. So, this is going to be used as a Hive Tyrant for, not a Hive Tyrant, a Hive Titan for the list that I'm going to be doing this week. And, yeah, I was really into the coconut crab colors. Let me tell you, that took forever. It needs a serving of liberty. Yes. So we're going to do the base. It's going to hang out with the crystal lids that I did too. So this thing's going to look totally off when it comes to being on the board with a whole army of yellow and pink dudes. But it is what it is. So, we're going to get our tub. I love these little random tubs. And also needs neon red. We do a little apple barrel burnt umber. This will be our dirt foundation. And then we're going to take our... Tim, you're going to laugh at me. I bought sand. Remember back when we lived in Florida, we just go to the beach and scoop it up off the beach and be like, yeah, I got basing material forever. So a little bit of sand. And then I'll take my little syringe here. Put in some water. So give her a mix. Here, you go sit over there. Mix, mix. There we go. We have created mud. Mother trucker, you brought the ground we used to. You bought the ground we used to live on. Exactly. And you'll appreciate this. For the base on this thing, I needed really big bases for these things when I first made them. And if you know, you know. Those are the wall-mounted door stops, or the door handle shields. They go on your walls so your doorknobs don't go through your drywall. I was like, that looks about the right size. Ugh. It shows you I am still a utility gamer. Kind of defeats if you know, you know, to tell us what it is. Well, I think the only people that would know what it is you and me. Because not many people have to figure out how to fix doorknobs through door walls. Doorknobs through drywall. Tell me about that basing paint. I just made it. It's just apple barrel paint, water, and sand. I just mixed it right up on camera. Where were you? Just make it into a slurry and just slap it on there. Making a magic deck? Well, there you go. So I'm actually in the middle of writing my next script for the lore videos. And I'm going to be doing the Alien Hive and the Dow. And I forgot that the next book coming out is the Alien Hives book. The beach I want to go to is in the Black Beach in Lake Michigan, almost completely crushed iron ore that spilled. Ooh, that might be cool. Apple pie boots with the fur. Yup. So it's going on nice and thick like this, but then when it dries, it will shrink back to show the texture. This is the exact same mix I used on those guys over there. And so we're gonna throw it on a little extra thick around here. Extra thick with 2 C's. Thick. So, yeah. OPR is working on their Alien Hives, or it's going to be coming out, their Alien Hives lore book. And yeah, when it's dry, it looks like that. So, it's not out yet. We're going to see the lore. I'm a half, like, there's some parts that I'm just kind of extrapolating. And we're going to see how that turns out compared to what the official lore is going to be. I'm not sure. Hey, hang out there. Okay. So, hey, somehow I've stretched base rimming to a half hour. next we do, we're going to put some grass on these. And for this, we're going to use something that I really like, but they don't, the company's actually disappeared. The Rainy River Designs, we're going to be using their jungle grass, which is just, it's just a nice little thing of flock. And I got one cat hair in here because I can never live life without cat hair somewhere. Don't tell me you bought grass. Oh, you want to see the grass? Let's see, I got this grass. Then I got this grass. Then I got, oh, don't drop, don't fall. Then I got this grass. Then I got this grass. Then I got this. You can't even see it. I got that grass. And, oh, I got more back there. Ooh, what is that? I might use that instead. Oh, yeah, I got my moss. Yeah. Don't let the cops inspect my grass collection. Yeah. It's not that kind of grass, officer, I swear. So let's put, God, now you can pull everything out. I don't know where it goes. There goes there. What is that? What is that? Just random things. What is this? Oh, it's corkboard. Really thick corkboard. Okay, that makes sense. You know how most people have like organized space. I got shit. Let me show this off too. I got bags of trees over here that I think I'll use one day, maybe eventually. I got so much random crap up here, down here. Where am I? I'm in the basement. Just buy oregano in a blender? No! Could you just throw lawn clippings into a coffee grinder or something? I've tried that before. They end up turning brown. You would have to put them on and like varnish seal them, and that's just a step I forget to do. Look at that. We'll get another bin out. Another bin. Ta-da! We're going to take the glue that I stole from my son. Shh, don't tell him. There you go. And then do this, this. Yeah, like there's that green stuff. You can get it from other places, but the people know it most from Green Stuff World. The leaf stamp, to where you can take just a leaf that came off a tree that's a different color. Normally you do it in the fall, and you just make, stamp out miniature leaves out of them. And I did that once with some wood elves I did years ago, and the leaves all eventually ended up turning into black, just color. And they started off all nice and yellow and red and orange, and yeah, that got shot to hell. I joke about that all the time whenever I have friends come over that they're picking up minis from me. I call it a drug deal because it looks so awkward when we're standing out in the driveway handing bags and boxes to each other. Okay. You go over here, you go here. Can I get a better shit? Can I go up top with this? Oh my god, that does work that way. Okay. Sorry, everybody who I'm giving motion sickness to. How about green tea or coffee grounds? Coffee grounds work. The best coffee grounds I found is the ones that you use after you make the coffee with them. So kind of like the spent coffee grounds. So yeah, that would work. This here. Do big patches of it on these bases. So that. I had a question. I have a Blessed Sister Walker that apparently is leaky. Oh, you got one that the resin inside was uncured. I'll tell you now. Just throw it out. Throw it out and start over. In the beginning, I used to have that a bit. So there we go. But grass. You will never be able to get rid of all of it. If you use Death Wish, does it give a +4 to the movement? Yeah, I'd allow it. It gives all your units fast. Because I've had some stuff that popped. Stuff I've worked really hard on too, and it just there's no saving it. The only thing that you could possibly do is break it back open, hit it with some alcohol, or in my case acetone, and then or get a UV light up inside of it. But other than that, it's a goner. Even after that, it would just continue to leak. Yeah. It gets the anxiety and the shakes debuff. -2 to morale because you don't know why the bees taste funny. Got to roll every turn to see if your models need to go run and take a dump. And that's what coffee does to me. Okay, let's do this. Over there. And there's space to work. Space for you to land. Ha! Yeah. Okay, what else is going on out there? What are we talking about? What's making the rounds today? Maybe put a hole in the bottom in the slicer. Yeah. There is a way to hollow your minis. Like that big guy over there, he's hollow. It's you got to make your drain holes big enough. It's for stuff to come out. You have to actually give it time for it to come out. And then what I like to do, I don't know if you can do this with alcohol, but I do it with acetone. Is that I fill the part up and then I put my thumb over top of it and just shake it. And just hearing it go blah, 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 blah in there. And then I keep doing that until it comes out clear. And then that is usually good. Yeah, reminds me of a funny story. I used to do 2-part. How do you dispose of it? Because throwing away uncured resin is irresponsible. I don't know. That's a question between you and whoever sees you put in the garbage. If you really want to get rid of it, or if you really are worried about that, just smash it open and let it sit in the sun for a while. You do it irresponsibly. Hold on, reload. Get a turkey pan from the grocery store. There we go. Reloaded. I thought of you the other day when I was working in an apartment complex. The maintenance guy looked shell-shocked. I had to fix the absolutely destroyed washer and dryer. Man, some days are like that. Like today, while I was out there shoveling snow, I was like, "Come on, heart attack, take me now, release me from my torment." uh, Tim, no one's supposed to know when we lit the forest on fire. It's OBSEC, buddy, OBSEC. Yeah, I can't have a heart attack. I've got models to paint. No, there's for for maintenance guys everywhere. I can attest that sometimes we do think about playing in traffic. Some days I walk into the office and they're like, "How's your day going?" And I look at them just all sunken faced and going, "I fight natural selection every day." At least where I am now, at least I'm getting paid good for it now. Oof. Mm-hmm. I slipped and fell in the snow. I'm suing you. You came out of your house in a pair of Nike slides wearing wool socks, and you thought that was appropriate for the 19 inches of snow we got. Listen, buddy, this one's on you. Yeah. I am amazed at the amount that people can just screw stuff up in a short amount of time. We had a remodel where it's like they got brand new appliances, brand new flooring, all kinds of brand new stuff. 2 years ago, I'm already replacing it. My front office is like, well, was it their fault? I'm like, of course it was their fault. Oh, you work with radiation. Ugh. Yeah, you gotta work that for it to take care of it. I'm getting my 45 lobotomy today after work. Very excited. Okay. Replace shag carpet in the bathroom just once. Oh, nothing is ever foolproof because fools are so ingenious. Yes. Whenever I get mad, man, I'm like, remember how. Think about the average person. Think about how dumb they are. Now realize that half of the people are dumber than that. That's part of my job. There's some parts where it's like, man, we can't argue with idiots. They drag us down to the level and beat us with experience. I, God, I said something very inappropriate to a resident not too long ago. But the funny thing was, they didn't get it. So I did not. They didn't yell at me for it. And I can't remember what it was. I've done so many dumb things lately. I've had to deal with so much dumb stuff that it all blurs together. It was something about their furnace. I think they had it set to 68 and that it was 70 something in their apartment. But they said, I want it to be 80 and it's not going up. Oh, yeah, it was the day where it was negative 17 outside. And I looked at him and I was like, dude, it's trying. It's not going to make 80 degrees. Well, it did before when it wasn't so cold. I looked right at him and I was like, 100 billion sperm and you were the fastest. And then he just kind of gave me this blank look and I was like, oh. Snow was bad enough to turn the black ice overnight and then I have to deal with the idiots on the road. Yeah, it took me an hour and a half to get to work this morning. 20 minutes away. And I was trying to get there at like 5 a.m. to start working on the snow. And jetting the kerosene heater. I had a woman whose bathtub, the water stopped flowing through the bathtub because the water froze in the pipes. So I set up a heater that, she had a wall access there. So I set up a heater in the wall access. Oh, that's someone setting their oven to 500, leaving the door open? Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, her pipes were frozen. So I gave her a heater, and this was like Wednesday of last week, so before it was real cold. And she called me an hour later, like, it's still not working. I'm like, just give it time. Good Lord. It didn't freeze in 20 minutes. It's going to take more than that to crack it loose. Because I'm not taking a torch to your pipes in the wall. Imagine me wasn't arrested while I was working retail. And so, of course, it was yesterday. Yesterday, she calls me like 6 o'clock because no one ever calls when it's, a good time. And she said, my pipes froze up again. All right, well, you still have the heater that I gave you? Yeah. Is it on? Yeah, it ain't working. So I drove in. It took 3 hours that night because the road crews that are here in Flint just gave up. They're like, it's going to snow tomorrow. We'll deal with it overnight. So I was driving in, black ice, snow, wind, everything. Get there to realize that her pipes are dripping. It's just gotten so cold that they froze again. I was like, look, there's nothing I could do for you. 3 hours to drive there, 3 hours to drive back. I was in her apartment for 3 minutes. Like, I don't know what to tell you, lady. It ain't fixed. No shit. Oh, I just got glue on my camera. On my phone here. There we go. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me while I'm doing this. Hell, I'm surprised I'm not getting arrested now working maintenance. I had somebody, I don't even know if I could talk about this on there, but I had somebody stop me at the gas station, and for some reason they thought I was an ICE agent. And I was like, dude, I think I work at your complex. What the fuck? Because I got out of my truck. My truck is bright blue, and for some reason they thought it was a police truck. I'm like, no, it's Ford blue. What the shit? So I'm like, again, it's like I've been working. I think you live where I work for the last 2 years. I can't help it. I'm a big white guy that wears coveralls. It just is what it is. Yeah, so that was my weirdest interaction. So again, that was over the weekend. Well, I was coming back from another call. Somebody said, yeah. I told him that, and then he kept going on. I was like, look at me. I am too fat to be an ICE agent. Fuck off. I'm here getting my Speedway pizza. His AC isn't working right because it was 32 outside and his AC kicked on as he was cooking breakfast, frying shit in his kitchen next to the thermostat. He wanted me to fix it. I hung up. Yeah. Yeah. I have discovered they don't, like the calls coming in, they record. But when I call back out to the residents, they don't record those. I might have some fun with this shortly. Be like, listen here. Who runs Bartertown? I run Bartertown. What you gonna give me for coming out there? What line of models are these? These are by Piper Makes, and they are part of her fish bots or fish men, fish something. She's got fish, and then she's got void, and these are fish. Mostly because they're named from different fishes. I know these are lionfish. These guys over here. The drones, I think, are called guppies, and then these guys, I can't remember. They're the Pathfinder team. I think they start with a G as well. Fish fuckers, yes. Oop, nope, this one first. But, she's got a full line of what would be the fish ones are the Tau equivalents, and then the void ones are I think Eldar equivalents. Um, Maybe a little bit different than the Eldar equivalents, but yeah, if you just go to like, she has her own web store. It's like pipermakes.com or something like that. I'm not sure what the actual website is, but yeah, if you just Google Piper Makes, Pipermakes, these come up. And she used to be part of the Makers Cult. Whatever happened to the Makers Cult? Is the Makers Cult still a thing? Because I know they shut down their online store. I don't know if that meant the Makers Cult broke up or if they're all like doing stuff, just not the. Okay, my buddy's basement was flooding and he couldn't figure out why since he had a sump pump. The 10-foot hose was holding the float down. I was like, dude, didn't you get a BA in electrical engineering? Oh, I gotta tell a story. They were found guilty of heresy. I gotta tell a story about my sister. So, my sister, love her to absolute death. She's a wonderful mom, a wonderful wife, a wonderful person. But she was a valedictorian at Florida State University when she went there. That was like 2005. And, you know, here she was valedictorian, and I left college because my football eligibility ran out, and I was like, I don't even know what I want to do in life. So I just left. And I was working I was an auto body technician at the time. And I was sitting there drinking beer on the patio down in Florida with Dad. And the power went out during a storm, because, you know, as it always did. And so my sister comes out of the bathroom, comes out to the patio and looks at us going, guys, the power can't be out because the toilet still flushes. And a valedictorian at Florida State. I looked over at my dad. I was like, that's some scholarship money well spent right there. Oh, they're on my mini factory. Okay, because I remember working through the Makers Cult, like their website. Oh my God, their website was ass. So if they moved to my mini factory, it's so much better than what it was. Just, I haven't even seen it, but I can just tell you right now, it's better than what it was. I just did a slow clap. Let's do right down the middle with this one. But yeah, I've completely lost that train of thought. I was going to say I'm not, and then I forgot what I'm not. I'm not Steve. except when I need to be. You know, whenever I needed a fake name, it was always Steve. Alright, Pre4 Gaming, have a good night. You're not remembering that line of thought? Yeah. I don't know, it was going to be profound too. It was going to be life-changing, but nope, lost it. My train of thought leaked. My train of thought went off the rails years ago, and it's been leaking toxin ever since. Yes. That. Yes. So, we got a couple left over here. What's going on out there? What are you guys working on? I feel bad too because my printer's been effing up so much. I got quite a few of the prizes I need to print off for my work and production stuff. I haven't been able to get to it because I can't tell if my printer is going to work. Every time I hit the button, it's kind of like cross my fingers and see what happens. But, you know, with the heater and the new plate I got, it should be good. My buddy told me that once you turn 25, every 5 years in life, it gives us a free DLC. Something starts to break and you start forgetting things. Humans, the reason aliens lock their doors when they fly through the solar system. We started painting up some alien hives for a Star Quest game that you haven't painted in months. Yes, tabletop, get to more hobbying. People are missing you. I had people on my live streams on Thursdays, like during the game, asking me and Uncle C, where you been? I'm like, dude, I don't know. You see, he's got like multiple kids. He's got things going on. I got one, and it still drives me crazy half the time. Like today I got home, sat at the dinner table, shell-shocked, and he was showing me the intricacies of Roblox. I'm like, that's cool, buddy. I don't know what else to tell you. Just keep doing what you're doing, yeah. You're working on your aneurysm. Kids and other YouTube stuff lately. We had 2 weeks of plague hit our house this winter. I had a flu and strep throat at the same time last month. Ugh. Wasn't fun. Titan Lords using Imperial Knights and HDF that look like Vostroyans is what I'm working on. Oh, excellent. Vostroyans. That's a name that I have not heard in many, many years. Truly a man of culture. You know, another thing too, since I said man of culture, it's now in my mind. For the Dark Elves, I'm doing a witch army because, you know, last time I just did a full, like, ranged army, and now this time I want to do, I want to change it up every year. Trying to find witch models that don't have their tits out. It's hard. Be careful, get too into this hobby, you end up working in it, and it becomes your job and not a fun hobby anymore. Listen, we might have to talk about some stuff, because if y'all got positions open for an orc that likes to get online and talk shit, I might be all for it. I'll come over there and I'll fix all your stuff. Please, I'm tired of dealing with the public. There's apparently I have far too many hobbies for anyone to take over my life. Yeah. Better than working with idiots, though. Sometimes the idiots are fine if you can make fun of them. especially when you can make fun of them right to their face and they don't know what you're doing. Speaking of other hobbies, GW, at least as far as I know, I might be wrong with this, because I've heard conflicting reports already. Games Workshop put in a cease and desist and a takedown order for a game on Steam called Void War. And if you guys ever played FTL, it's like a grim, dark version of FTL. And the hilarious thing is, for the video that are coming out on Wednesday, it's already set in there. It is a video of trying to find the meta of OPR. And like what is best in life, pretty much is what that video is. And it goes in depth on some stuff. So, but for the background of that, I decided, hey, I got this cool game over here that nobody really talks about called Void War. Let me play it. And then the next day after the video, after I made the video, I find out Void War has been taken off of Steam. And I'm like, what the shit? It'll just be another case of GW finding its way into other things that I enjoy and destroying them. So we shall see. But like I said, it's not confirmed. I've heard some other people say there's different things. But yeah, Jinx, that's what happens. I like stuff. And then it's kind of like when I made the video that was talking about, you know, when GW effed up, when they did the, they got rid of the Beastmen in Age of Sigmar. I put out a video of GW effed up, and it was quite literally like 2 days after the female Custodes like first wave came out, and I was like, oh my god. GW's trying really hard at CP rights claim. You mean IP rights? But because I don't want to claim no CP. So yeah, like I said, I really like this company stuff. The problem is I can't be sponsored by them because the company no longer exists. But yeah, I even emailed the guy who runs the company. He's like, well, we got a few things left on this website that I guess they kind of it's a website that just kind of like sells off their unused stock, and it was all oddball colors. Oh, copyrights. Okay. It was just oddball colors, and I didn't want to get it. So I got jungle grass, and then I got the grassy meadow. And the grassy meadow, I haven't found a use for it yet, because it's got like little thing. I think what this is originally made for is Battletech scale stuff. So if I make more 10mm models, I can use this as, you know, grassy, flowery meadows, which I need to get back into. This year has been so crazy. I need to do more 10mm stuff. I need to do more Trench Crusade lists for OPR. I need to do more narrative stuff. I need to do war fleets. I need to do regiments. God, I am so damn busy. Grassy meadows and stompy robots, a winning combination. You need to make Tyranids frolicking through the meadows? Abso-friggin-lutely. Abso-friggin-lutely. Okay, let's turn this camera around. His base ain't dry yet, but when it is, it'll kind of look like that. Those guys down there. So, hey, the Dow Union is complete. Let me turn this camera around. Oh, yes, don't worry about the Titan in the corner. Yeah, that, like I said, it's not confirmed, so that might be it. Oh, God, look at this ugly fucker on the screen right now. There we go. Oh, the paint job in the beginning. Thank you. Thank you. That is the good old coconut crab scheme. I think I got like 4 different versions of that. I got the regular coconut crab, then I got the black one with the white, like black, gray, white, and then I have a green one. I went, like I said in the beginning, I went nuts and I made like 25 Carnifexes and 3 or 4 of these guys. They're supposed to be the, God, I forgot the name of it is, but it was a stand-in for the Forge World thing. The Forge World Titan. So guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. we're at an hour. The basing is done here on the Dow. Big guy's going to dry. You're going to see him later on this week. And then the porks, I'm going to work on the Dark Elves. And then we'll have a double header, not this week, next week, with the fantasy stuff for the live stream. So we can do a fantasy and a fantasy, because I don't want to do a fantasy and then a grimdark. So I don't want to switch the table out completely between the two games, because that takes time. And if we're doing a double header, we're probably going to be looking at 3 hours anyway. So we're going to have a 3-hour live stream. Maybe more. Oh, wait, I'm going to call that week. Huh. We'll make it work. We'll make it work somehow. So, guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for painting. Oh, you get to see my back log over here, my random drawers of stuff, my random Chinese takeout containers. This here is a whole custom army for somebody. As soon as I can ship stuff to Australia, this is going out. I make it do it now, but as soon as it costs less than $100 to ship this to Australia, it's going out. And I got random container. I don't even know why that's down here. I can't remember what I even painted down here with that. Different basing materials. And what is this? What is this? Oh, matte gel, in case I want to make a bottle of stuff. Pre-made stuff. I got some skirmish armors, some firefight stuff. But you still won't send me shit. Listen here, Tim. Listen here. Listen here. Deal with it. Yeah, just random stuff. I don't know why I hold this book in so much reverence, and I keep putting it back into this prime bag whenever I take it out to read it. But it is I love this book. I love this book, and I love the pictures and the artwork, and just like look at that. Look at that. It's fucking cool. Art from back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. One of these, I just, yeah, there's no words. I love John Blanche's stuff. The funny thing was, I discovered his art before it was even, I even started playing Warhammer. Good book and Real Memories. And I even got, his little painting. You see it? Yeah, over there. Ta-da! And then there's the pit of despair, is what I call it back there. Just, I don't even know what's back there. I just throw shit. So yeah, that's it. Yes, go check out the sponsors that I have down in the description below. There is PrintedStarships.com, where if you use the code warbossfitz, you get 15% off. And then there is Corax Terrain. Corax Terrain, where code warboss15 gets you 15% off there. That's not his My Mini Factory store. That's his actual website store. I think I put the link down there for his actual website. But yeah, that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I hope you guys are having fun playing OPR wherever you are. I hope you guys are having fun playing OPR wherever you are. And I'll talk to you later. Good night.